Chino Brown, Snow White, Twista, just to name a few artists. But if you can name 2 artists right now that you would add them, who would those be?
I've always wanted to make a song with Keisha Cole. I love Keisha's real passionate lyrics and vocals. And so I say, if I could do a real love song, maybe like a song that I wrote with Crystal Melody Live, something to that effect with Keisha Cole. Because when she did Love, I don't think, to me, she's never topped that song. And that's exactly what I want to do with her, something that has that string. So I love Keisha Cole, I love to work with her. And I don't know anybody else that I'm really like fiending to work with, because I think whatever God puts for us, that's a blessing. Like me, Snow White was a blessing because she's incredible as any artist out there, and she's kind of like a secret weapon because people don't know about her. And I like to do that. I like to pull things out that nobody's heard. Nobody had ever heard of Crystal Melody. I met her, a 16-year-old girl in Stockton, we did it. We did a song and it became a huge success. And so I like to work with people that are great, but are still a little not known. Exactly. And I don't want people to take this the wrong way, because there's a lot of people that hit me up, and not everybody's great. That I'm looking for. So if you hit me up and I'm just like, well, we'll get back at you. That means you probably weren't what I was looking for. Not that you ain't super duper fresh, but just not what I'm looking for. Because it's dope to find something that's hidden, that's underground, and bring it to the light. DJ Kane, before he made Sexy Lady, he had never been on the English R&B track, and I brought him over. We did Quiero que sepas que todos los días solo pienso en ti. We did that, and another classic for you.
Tell me a little bit about Roger. I know that they stamped you, and a little bit about that talk box.
Yeah, my first work with Zapp and Roger was when I reached out to them because I wanted to feature Roger on Down for Yours, my Nasty Boy Click record from '97, and we got to work with Roger. And after he left, I watched Roger work on the talk box right in my little studio at home. And it was just mind-blowing. I was like, wow, I can't believe that sound comes out of the little keyboard. And after Roger passed away, one day I woke up with the idea, wow, what if I had a top box? Well, we can't feature Roger because he passed away. And I asked him, I asked his family actually, could you build me a top box like the one Roger had? And Larry was, Terry Lester, Lester said, Magic, well, are you sure you want one? And he's the kind of guy that when he asks you a question, you can't tell if he's joking or if he's serious. And he's real old school. And so I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. And he goes, what's it worth to you? And I'm like, I couldn't even put a price on it. He said, well, what would you offer? And I made him an offer. He's like, send it to me. Made him an offer, sent it to him, and I didn't know what to expect. He said, just go online, find a DX100, and send that to me. And I did. And when he sent me back everything, it was probably a month later. I think I played with the top box for about 10, 12 months before I actually could record with it, because it was horrible. I was horrible.
And I've been thinking about, I've always wanted to know, like, what exactly, and I know it's from, you put it in the program, right?
The keyboard has a certain patch. That's the only programming that's going on. But it's the keyboard sound that goes through a speaker driver, and that sends the sound through a hose.
There you go.
And you just mold that sound and make it whatever you like.
That's legendary right there as well.
Yeah. It was real
But
blessed.
we started incorporating that after you got comfortable with it.
And when I did receive it, I didn't know they were sending me one of Roger's top boxes.
Yeah.
And from what I know now, there was only 4 original talk boxes. And the original one that Roger used were all the More Bounce, Computer Love, I Want to Be Your Man, Do I Diddy, all the classics. There's only four talk boxes, and those 4 equate down to the driver, because that's really the magic of the talk box, the driver. You can find the DX100 anywhere, you can find the amp anywhere, but the driver is what makes that sound so unique. Today I own all 4 of those drivers. Oh yeah, I have one in talk box.
Yeah.
The thing is, after I got one, I was like, wow, I just made this song called Runaway. We can run away and spend some time. And I'm like, what if I use it? What if the airline, what if I drop it and it breaks? And I was becoming paranoid because I had already started recording with it, and I wanted to keep that sound going. So I called Terry, I'm like, Terry, can you get another driver? And he's like, well, you know, I got another one, blah, blah, blah. And now when I had two, I'm like, if I had three, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I got greedy. I just kept calling him. And the last one, he called me. He's like, hey, I got one more. You want it? I'm like,
Yeah, I do, absolutely.
Yes, and I've been offered up to $30,000 for one talk box, but I won't sell it.
No,
I won't sell it. It's just such a unique, one-of-a-kind sound, you know what I'm saying?
oh man, that stuff has brought so many hits to us. That changed the game right there.
Thank you.
Super original and legendary. You know, like I said, we're on a video shoot right now, and time is money, and I love the hustle. I want to ask you one more thing. MB Riders. Now, I mean, you know, people have been listening for a long time. Tell me about the MB Riders.
MB Riders came about when I was working on music for my sophomore album, and I started working with so many guys in Phoenix that I figured instead of producing MC Magic album, because I got so many features, let's just call it a group project. And initially, the word NB comes from Nasty Boy, my record company, Nasty Boy Records, and I figured, what's kind of like a compilation, let's call it Nasty Boy Clique. All the artists that work for Nasty Boy Records. But people took Nasty Boy Clique and said, it's this group called NBK. And we kind of were thrown together.
Yeah.
I threw it together, and then later I changed the name to MB Riders. And this November, we're in November already, it's 5 years that MB Riders broke up. We went our separate ways. I did the Magic City 2. Now we're doing the Rewire. But on the Rewire, we will have the first new MB Riders song in 5 years.
Oh wow, okay.
It is called The Only Kiss.
Oh wow. So you guys actually brought it back and got on the record. How was that chemistry with you guys? Just right back to how it was?
Yeah, it's the same. You know what? We never worked all in the studio at the same time.
Yeah.
I would always put the track together, and I'm like, okay, Zig fits here, Dulce fits there. Okay, I'd call Zig in, and Zig would come in, do his part, and leave.
Yeah.
Then Dulce would come in. So never actually all three been in the studio working on one track ever.
Yeah.
Even though we got classics. It's because I'm really a control hog. I'm a control hog.
Yeah,
I like to write the hook the way I want it. I want the right voice to sing it, the girl that I want to sing it, and even on this last one, that's exactly what it is.
Reunion. Reunion or Rewire?
You saw me reunion this weekend.
You just touched on it right there though. Okay, so you guys came back, you guys did a song for the Rewire. Is there going to be a reunion?
I'm not totally sure, just because I go off instinct. You know, if I have a song that I feel could be this, it'll be this. And I'm really like a spontaneous person. And a lot of people have asked me, will you do an MB Riders reunion? And for right now, I'll call The Only Kiss the little reunion. We might do a reunion tour with that song if it goes the way that I want it to go. And we might record a full album. But I just have so many ideas. I'm not sure if a reunion is spontaneously going to happen. It might not. Even I don't know.
Exactly.
Even I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll write a verse in my brain, or I'll write a verse in the airplane while I'm flying. And when I get to the studio and I lay the verse down, I'm like, it's not working. And just redo it all over again. So nothing is set in stone. You know, the only thing that's set in stone is death, and that's after you die.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why you get a headstone.
Hell yeah. Now you got 7 days in the week. What's so special about Magic Monday?
Well, Magic Monday is special because, you know, my fans, MCMagicFans.com, kept beating me up. They're saying, Magic, you need to get on Ustream. You know, Soulja Boy's on Ustream, Nicki Minaj is on Ustream. Everybody's on Ustream promoting what they got going on. And I'll be like, you already got my videos on YouTube. What do I need to be on Ustream for? No, it's different. You like interact with fans. And I said, well, just get it ready for me and I'll see you. So Yanisa and Yudi, they went to work and they built this page, and it's a Ustream page. But once I started messing with it and I invited fans to come visit me, I was like, wow, there's actually some magic going on here. And it's really special. So I've dedicated every Monday for 1 hour, I sit on Ustream, which is really MCMagic.tv. I sit on MCMagic.tv and we talk about what's going on. We do dedications. I get my little Art Laveau on, dedication from her to her, to him to her,
That's a great one.
whatever it is. And I perform little songs right on the spot. I got my keyboard, my talk box with me.
Wow.
And we just do it like that. And that's what Magic Monday is. It's my weekly internet TV show, mcmagic.tv.
There you go. And that's how you get a hold of the man. I know you got Twitter.
Absolutely.
What's Twitter that you can get a hold of you?
The Real MC Magic. The Real MC Magic on Twitter. The Real MC Magic on Facebook. MC Magic on MySpace. And TheRealMCMagic.com.
You know what's up, man? You know who it is. Ren Duran, Video Hot Mix. That's how we doing it. We're doing it really big. I got MC Magic right here, and I want to really, really, really thank you for your time.
It's all good.
I know we get it in. I appreciate it.